Your sister is connected to a deal involving your name and a mission. Archangel Michael says, this message is not ordinary. It carries weight, a truth hidden for far too long. As you read, every word will pull you deeper into a revelation that has been waiting for you silently in the shadows of family ties and unspoken bonds. From the moment you were born, your path was destined to cross with forces unseen. You've always felt an invisible weight on your shoulders, something no one else seemed to notice. It was not just life testing you. It was a mission tied to your very existence. Your sister, bound to you not just by blood, but by destiny, has carried secrets that even she struggles to understand fully. She has walked paths you never imagined, entered circles you never touched, and whispered your name in places where power shifts silently. There is a deal, an arrangement that directly pulls you into this unseen web. And this moment is when it all begins to unravel. You have been protected without knowing, guided without realizing. The journey you are about to step into is not random. It has been orchestrated by forces of both light and shadow, and right now, your sister is standing at a crossroads where every choice she makes will echo in your future. Years ago, before you even noticed the subtle signs, there were movements behind the curtain of your life. Conversations happened in locked rooms, names signed on papers you never saw, promises made under stars you didn't look up to. At the center of this silent storm was your sister, a woman shaped by love, loyalty, and an unspoken burden she has carried alone. This deal, this mission was not just about money or power. It's deeper. It's connected to legacy, to a purpose that stretches beyond this lifetime. When your name was spoken during these secret dealings, it wasn't in vain. You were chosen not by chance, but because you carry something that others cannot control, something they both fear and desire. Your sister did not willingly place you here. She was cornered, trapped in a situation where every option led to danger. The forces around her offered promises that glittered, but came with shackles, invisible to the world. She accepted a deal not to harm you but to shield you from something far worse that was already moving toward you. As time passed, her silence grew heavier. She watched you live, watched you laugh, all while carrying a truth she wished she could bury forever. Every glance she threw your way, every pause in her voice when she spoke your name, it was the weight of this hidden pact pressing against her soul. But there's something about destiny. It cannot be buried forever. Now, after years of shadows, this mission tied to your name is coming to the surface. Archangel Michael has been watching closely, guiding unseen hands to ensure you are not blindsided. When the truth fully emerges, there will come a day very soon when your sister stands before you, unable to keep it in anymore. The words will tremble out of her mouth, and the world you thought you knew will feel like shattered glass beneath your feet. She will reveal the mission, the deal, and the price she's paid to keep you from walking blindly into the storm. This revelation will not be easy. It will test your trust, your strength, and your bond with her. Many around you will not understand. Some will try to twist this truth into poison, attempting to turn you against your own blood. But know this, Archangel Michael has seen your heart, your resilience, and your unshakable spirit. You were meant to endure this moment and rise stronger than ever. The mission itself is extraordinary. It is not about material gains or fleeting Recognition. It is about restoring balance in places corrupted by greed and betrayal. Your name has been whispered not just in darkness but also in light. Celestial beings have marked you for a purpose that spans beyond your imagination. A calling you cannot ignore much longer. Your sister's role in this is pivotal. She was entrusted as a guardian long before you realized you needed one. The deal she entered was dangerous. Yes, but it was also an act of sacrifice. She chose to bear the weight alone so you could continue walking forward without chains, without knowing how close danger truly was. In the days ahead, pieces of this puzzle will start to align. You may notice strange encounters, unexpected messages, or signs that feel too specific to be coincidences. Trust them. These are not random. They are the divine guiding your steps toward clarity. There will be moments of fear. There will be nights when sleep feels impossible because your mind won't stop racing. But remember, you are never alone. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword of light, ready to cut through the deception that has surrounded you for so long. And when your sister finally confesses everything, do not let anger cloud your vision. Understand that her silence was not betrayal. It was protection. The mission linked to your name could only unfold with patience, with timing written not by man, but by heaven itself. This journey will demand courage. It will ask you to confront truths you wished you could leave buried. But it will also awaken a power inside you that has been dormant. A power born from bloodlines, from divine inheritance, and from the unwavering bond you share with your sister. The mission ahead is sacred. It is tied to restoring something long lost, reclaiming what was taken generations ago. Those who struck the deal believed they could manipulate destiny, but they underestimated the strength that runs in your veins. They never imagined you would stand up, break the chains, and rewrite the story meant to bind you. Archangel Michael says, the moment you step into your calling, the universe will align to support you. The challenges ahead are not punishments, but opportunities for growth and transformation. Your sister's revelation will be the key that unlocks a door you never knew existed. Behind it lies a world where your true potential can finally unfold. As you process this truth, remember that every moment of confusion, every unexplained feeling of being different or out of place was preparing you for this revelation. The weight you've carried, the intuition that whispered of greater things, they were not illusions. They were echoes of a destiny waiting to be claimed. Your sister, in her silent vigil, has been both your shield and your compass, guiding you towards this moment of awakening. The deal that binds your name to this mission is complex, woven with threads of ancient prophecies and modern-day power struggles. It spans realms both seen and unseen, touching lives you've never met and influencing events you've only heard whispers of. Your role in this grand tapestry is crucial, a linchpin that could tip the scales between light and shadow. The forces that have long sought to control this balance now tremble at the prospect of your awakening dot as you stand on the brink of this revelation. Know that the path ahead will not be easy. It will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself, your family, and the world around you. But it will also offer you a chance to step into a power that has been your birthright all along. A power that, when fully embraced, could reshape the very fabric of reality. Your sister's confession will be the catalyst, But your choices from that moment on will determine the course of not just your future, but the future of many. Archangel Michael urges you to approach the coming days with an open heart and a steadfast spirit. The truth may shake you, but it will not break you. Instead, it will forge you into something stronger, more resilient, and more aligned with your true purpose. As the veil lifts and the full scope of your mission becomes clear, remember that you are not alone in this journey. Unseen forces of light stand ready to guide and protect you, waiting for you to take that first courageous step into your destiny. The moment of revelation draws near. Your sister's burden will soon become your own, but with it comes the power to change the course of history. Embrace the truth, face the challenges, and step boldly into the role you were born to play. For in doing so, you not only fulfill your own destiny, but pave the way for a new era of balance and harmony in a world long plagued by darkness. Your name, once whispered in secret, will soon be spoken with reverence and hope. The time has come to claim your legacy and rewrite the stars. Light will pour into every corner of darkness that once threatened to consume you. Trust the guidance sent to you. Trust the connection with your sister. It was never meant to destroy. It was always meant to awaken. As the clock turns and this hidden chapter begins to open, prepare yourself. The world around you will shift. Some truths will feel like fire, burning away illusions you once clung to. But from that fire, you will emerge reborn with eyes that finally see the full picture. Your sister will not stand alone anymore. The mission will no longer be hers to carry in silence. Together you will face what's coming, bound by divine strength and an unbreakable promise to finish what was started long ago. And when the final revelation comes, you will understand why destiny chose you, why your name was written into this deal, and why your mission is far greater than you ever imagined. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, this message must continue because the depth of this truth cannot be understood in fragments. What you've just heard is only the surface of a story that stretches through time, a web spun long before you could see it. Long ago, a chain of decisions was made in silence, leading your sister into a place of no return. It was not just a single moment, but many small steps that carried her into the shadow of this secret deal. She was younger then, faced with pressures you never saw, forced to make choices under threats that still echo in her dreams. Each time your name was mentioned in hushed tones, her heart clenched. She wanted to tell you, to run to you, to scream the truth in your ears. But the mission required silence. If even a whisper of it reached you too soon, everything would collapse, and both of you would be left defenseless against a force that thrives in secrecy. There is a network of power at play here. Hidden hands have been pulling strings, watching your every step, calculating your every move. They never counted on Archangel Michael standing guard, ensuring that when the time came for revelation, you would not face it unarmed. Your sister's path has been one of quiet torment. She watched as relationships around her crumbled, as trust faded, all because of this silent pact she carried. Yet even in the darkness, there were moments when divine light broke through. Moments when Archangel Michael whispered courage into her ear, reminding her that this mission was not meant to destroy, but to save. Now, as destiny turns its wheel, The pieces are aligning for this secret to come to light. You may feel sudden chills when you think of her. You may dream of places you've never been, but feel strangely familiar. These are not random feelings. They are awakenings of a connection that has been spiritually locked away for too long. And when the day comes that your sister finally speaks, her tears will carry years of pain, guilt, and hope all at once. She will tell you about the meetings that happened in hidden rooms, about documents bearing your name, about promises made in desperation. She will reveal the mission, a task designed not only to protect you, but to awaken a dormant purpose only you can fulfill. You might ask yourself silently in your heart, why would she not have trusted you sooner? Why let you live in ignorance while the world spun this dangerous game around your name? The answer is not simple. There were others involved, men and women who would have stopped at nothing to twist the truth, to pit you against her. There were threats made that could have shattered everything you've built. Every time she thought of telling you, Archangel Michael intervened, guiding her to wait, not out of fear, but out of divine timing. That timing is now. The mission will require you to make choices you've never faced before. It will pull you into places where darkness has ruled for too long. But Archangel Michael assures you that this is not a mission of despair. It is a mission of liberation. Your sister's sacrifice has bought you precious time to prepare. Every hardship you've endured until now was not in vain. Each trial was shaping you, molding you into someone capable of handling this revelation and carrying the torch forward without breaking. When you and your sister finally stand together on this battlefield of truth, you will not stand as victims. You will stand as warriors bound by divine purpose, strengthened by trials, and guided by angelic protection. Archangel Michael says, do not let fear take root when this revelation surfaces. Fear is the weapon your enemies rely on. But you were never born to live in fear. You were born to break chains, to end cycles of betrayal, and to rise above what they planned for you. And as this divine mission unfolds, you will see others drawn to you, people you never knew were connected to your fate. Allies hidden in plain sight will step forward. Enemies disguised as friends will be exposed. The truth will not only set you free, but will ignite a fire that cannot be extinguished. Your sister has waited for this moment for so long, praying that when it finally arrived, you would be ready. And now, because you are hearing these words, Archangel Michael confirms, you are ready. Archangel Michael says, there is more that you must know. For the thread of destiny tied between you and your sister is longer, more tangled, and far more powerful than anyone realizes. The unfolding of this revelation cannot be rushed. Each detail must be given to you carefully so that your spirit can carry its weight. Your sister's silence has not been weakness. It has been strength beyond comprehension. For years, she has walked with invisible chains, held in place by forces that would have devoured your future if she had faltered even once. Nights have passed where she wept quietly, praying for the day when you could both stand free of the pain. Darkness surrounding this deal. The mission is not merely a contract or a passing obligation. It is a generational web that began long before either of you entered this world. Your family has been marked by a power struggle that transcends simple human understanding. When you were born, light flickered into a lineage long shrouded in silent wars of greed, betrayal, and manipulation. Archangel Michael has always been present. Even when you felt alone in unseen ways, He shielded you from traps meant to pull you down. Those who sought to manipulate your destiny never understood the divine protection surrounding you. Your sister became the guardian of a secret so profound, it could reshape the very foundations of what you believe about your place in this world. As you absorb these truths, remember that every moment of confusion, every unexplained feeling of unease was a ripple from this hidden reality. The connection between you and your sister goes beyond blood. It is a spiritual bond forged in the fires of a cosmic battle between light and shadow. In the coming days, pay attention to the signs around you. Numbers that repeat, animals that cross your path, dreams that feel more real than waking life. These are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs leading you towards the full revelation of your shared mission. Your sister's burden is about to become yours as well, but do not fear this weight. Embrace it. For in accepting this truth, you step into a power that has been waiting for you since before your first breath. The very forces that sought to keep you in the dark will tremble as you and your sister unite in purpose. Remember, this is not just about uncovering a secret. It's about reclaiming a destiny that was always meant to be yours. The path ahead may seem daunting, but you will not walk it alone. Archangel Michael stands with you, a sword of truth and light to guide your way. As this chapter unfolds, trust in the unbreakable bond between you and your sister. It has withstood tests that would have shattered lesser connections. And now, as the veil lifts, that bond will become your greatest strength. Prepare your heart for truths that may shake the very ground beneath your feet. But know that with each revelation, you step closer to fulfilling a purpose greater than you ever imagined. Your name, written into this deal so long ago, was not a mark of doom, but a beacon of hope. In the days to come, as your sister begins to share the full scope of what she's carried, listen with an open heart. The story she will tell is one of sacrifice, of love so deep it defied the very laws of the universe. And as you hear it, you will understand why secrecy was necessary, why the time had to be right. This is the beginning of a new chapter, not just for you and your sister, but for all those whose lives will be touched by the ripples of your awakening. The mission that once bound your sister in silence will now become a clarion call, a summons to those who have been waiting in the shadows for this very moment. As you stand on the threshold of this revelation, know that you are loved beyond measure. The forces of light that have guarded your path rejoice as you take these first steps into your true calling. Your sister's tears of relief will mingle with your own as the full picture finally comes into focus. Trust in the journey ahead. Trust in the strength that has been building within you all along. And most of all, trust in the unbreakable bond between you and your sister. For in that bond lies the key to unlocking a future brighter than any you could have imagined. The time has come. The truth awaits. And you, dear one, are ready to face it head on, with the light of divine purpose shining in your eyes and the strength of celestial guardians at your back. Step forward into your destiny, for the world has been waiting for this moment and for you. Those who struck this deal involving your name believed they could manipulate destiny. But Archangel Michael says they gravely underestimated divine justice, a force no earthly agreement can contain. Your sister's role was not voluntary, it was chosen for her. From a young age, she was approached, pressured, and shaped into carrying a burden meant to silence your path before it began. The deal carried terms hidden behind false promises, ones that would have erased your chances at fulfilling your higher purpose. Yet, she fought quietly against it. Even when signing documents she wished she could burn. Even when meeting figures cloaked in secrecy, her every step was guided by an unspoken promise. She would keep you safe at any cost, though you may not. Remember, there were moments in your childhood when danger nearly reached you. Each time she stood between you and the threat, unseen but unwavering. Now, as the years have passed and the unseen war has reached its breaking point, cracks have begun to form in the walls of deception. Truth is slipping through those cracks, and soon it will no longer be containable. The world will know what has been done in silence, and you will know the mission you were always meant to complete. This will not be a revelation whispered in a safe place. No, it will come with force like a storm breaking open the sky. The people who hid in shadows will be dragged into light. Lies that stood unchallenged for years will crumble. Your sister will finally face the ones who used her as a pawn. And together you will dismantle what they built to bind you. But there is a price to truth. The path you must take will demand strength that even now you do not fully realize you possess. The mission will challenge your loyalty, test your faith in those closest to you, and draw out a courage buried deep within. Archangel Michael says, stand firm. When the storm begins, do not run. The power that sleeps within you will awaken, and you will see with eyes unclouded by fear or deception. Nothing they planned for you will succeed because you were born with divine authority no darkness can steal. In the coming days, watch carefully. Signs will appear in subtle ways. You may overhear conversations that seem strange, receive messages that feel too precise to be coincidences, or notice old memories surfacing without reason. This is not random. The spiritual realm is moving, aligning events to prepare you for what's next. Your sister feels this shift too, though she remains silent. Her heart pounds with anticipation and dread. She knows that soon there will be no choice but to reveal everything. She fears losing your trust, fears your anger. But what she does not fully understand is that this revelation will not destroy your bond. It will make it unbreakable. When you finally face the truth together, you will understand that her silence was never betrayal. It was an act of divine protection, a shield crafted from sacrifice and love deeper than words could ever express. The mission itself will surprise you. It is not only about reclaiming what was taken or exposing corruption. It carries a divine purpose far greater than earthly understanding. It will involve healing wounds from generations past, restoring justice where injustice has reigned, and unlocking gifts within you that have been deliberately suppressed. This is why your name was marked in the deal. The forces that sought control over your destiny knew that if you awakened to your true purpose, nothing could stop the chain of light you would release. They sought to control it, twist it, or destroy it. But they failed to consider the unyielding faith of your sister and the celestial guardians who stood watch over you both. Archangel Michael says they believed they could silence divine will, but they forgot that no signature, no secret alliance, no earthly contract can sever the bond heaven placed upon you. The days ahead will feel intense. Secrets long hidden will surface. People you thought were allies may reveal hidden agendas. But do not let fear take root. These revelations are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to clear the fog that has surrounded your path for far too long. Your sister will stand beside you when the final moment arrives. The mission will be revealed in full, and for the first time in years, she will be free of the chains she bore alone. This is not just her redemption. It is yours as well. The divine has already set this course in motion. No power on earth can stop it now. Archangel Michael says the message continues because the weight of this truth cannot be delivered in fragments. You must feel it as it unfolds. Every hidden moment, every quiet sacrifice, every divine intervention that has shaped this mission surrounding your name. Your sister's journey has been one of silent suffering and hidden strength. Behind closed doors, she faced choices that would have broken many others. She learned to mask her fear, to wear smiles that concealed storms raging inside her. Every decision she made was tangled with the risk of losing you or betraying the mission entrusted to both your destinies. She wasn't alone in this. Forces of darkness, powerful and relentless, sought to use her as a doorway to reach you. They believed that by striking a deal with her, they could manipulate you, keep you from stepping into the divine purpose written into your very soul. Yet, they failed to see the light within her, the unshakable determination to protect you, even at the cost of her own peace. Through sleepless nights, she prayed in silence for guidance. Though you never knew it, she whispered your name in countless prayers, begging for protection and strength. The weight of her secret became a constant companion, a shadow that followed her every step. But in those moments of deepest despair, when the burden seemed too heavy to bear, she would remember the sound of your laughter, the light in your eyes, and find the courage to continue. The deal they struck was not just about control. It was about fear. Fear of the power you both possess, a power they could never truly understand or harness. Your sister became their unwilling sentinel, tasked with keeping you in the dark about your true nature. But even as she played this role, she was secretly preparing you, planting seeds of strength and wisdom that would one day bloom into unshakable resolve. Archangel Michael reveals that your sister's apparent compliance was a masterful deception. While those who sought to control you believed she was their ally, she was quietly dismantling their plans from within. Every piece of information she gathered, every weakness she uncovered, was stored away for the day when you would both be ready to face the truth. The mission that awaits you is not one of vengeance, though justice will be served. It is a mission of awakening, of reclaiming the divine birthright that was nearly stolen from you both. Together, you will unravel the web of lies that has entangled your lives, exposing the true nature of those who sought to manipulate your destiny. As the truth unfolds, you may feel anger, confusion, even betrayal. But Archangel Michael urges you to look beyond these initial emotions. See the love that has guided your sister's every action, the unwavering faith she held in your shared destiny. Her silence was not a betrayal, but the most profound expression of love and sacrifice. The road ahead will not be easy. You will face challenges that will test the limits of your strength and faith, but you will not face them alone. Your sister, freed from the burden of secrecy, will stand beside you, her strength now fully aligned with yours. Together, you will become a force that no earthly power can withstand. Archangel Michael says that this revelation is not the end, but a beginning. It is the first step on a journey that will reshape not only your lives, but the world around you. The light you carry, the purpose you were born to fulfill, has the power to heal wounds that have festered for generations. As you step into this new chapter, remember that every trial you've faced, every moment of doubt or fear, has been preparing you for this moment. The strength you've built, the wisdom you've gained, will be the foundation upon which you'll build a future brighter than any you could have imagined. Your sister's heart, long burdened by the weight of her secret, will finally know peace. And you, awakened to the full extent of your power and purpose, will step into a role that has been waiting for you since before time began. This is not just your story. It is a story of divine intervention, of love that transcends understanding, and of a destiny that cannot be denied. Archangel Michael's final message is one of hope and reassurance. The path ahead may seem daunting, but remember that you were chosen for this mission because you have the strength to see it through. Trust in the bond you share with your sister, for it is a reflection of the divine love that has guided you both. The truth you uncover will not break you. It will set you. As you face the coming storm, stand tall. Let the truth wash over you like a cleansing rain, washing away the lies and deception that have clouded your path. Embrace the mission that awaits, for it is not just your destiny, but a calling that will touch countless lives. The world is waiting for the light you carry, the healing you will bring, and the truth you will reveal. Your sister, your guardian, your silent protector, stands ready to walk this path with you. Together, you will rewrite the story that was forced upon you, creating a narrative of your own choosing. One of strength, of love, and of a destiny reclaimed. The time has come. Are you ready to embrace the truth and step into the light of your true purpose? Your sister has whispered your name in every prayer, beseeching heaven to shield you from the forces trying to drag you into their shadow. Each tear that fell from her eyes built a wall of unseen protection around you. The deal they struck with her was poisoned with lies. It promised safety but came with invisible chains. Promised freedom but led to hidden captivity. They demanded her loyalty, bound her with fear, and used your name as leverage, thinking she would bow to their control. But Archangel Michael has been watching, moving silently, preparing this very moment where the darkness unravels. Every attempt they made to fully pull you into their grasp has failed. Not by luck, but because divine power has been guiding each step you take. And now the time has come for everything hidden to be exposed. The mission they tried to twist into their favor is no longer theirs to manipulate. It is awakening in you, calling you to break free from the threads woven around your destiny. This awakening will not be quiet. It will shake foundations, challenge beliefs, and tear through walls of deception. People close to you may struggle to understand. Some may fear the changes that come when truth finally surfaces. But know this, the mission is not meant to bring despair. It is meant to set generations free. Your sister knows the day is near when she must stand before you and lay down every truth she's carried. The fear in her heart is not of darkness. It is about losing you. But Archangel Michael reassures her that when this moment arrives, your bond will not shatter. Instead, it will grow stronger than ever before. Forged in the fires of truth and sacrifice, the divine has already prepared your heart for this revelation. The resilience you've developed, the inner voice that has guided you, the dreams and visions you couldn't explain, all of it has been shaping you for this moment. When the full story is revealed, you will learn about the places your name has traveled. Papers signed in shadowed rooms, promises exchanged behind closed doors, alliances formed in fear of your rising power. All of it will come to light. You will discover that the mission isn't just about survival. It's about reclaiming stolen strength, tearing down the empires built on deceit, and restoring balance to a family legacy that has been fractured for too long. Archangel Michael says, what they plan to use against you will become your greatest weapon. The mission they thought would destroy you will elevate you into the purpose heaven always intended. There will be signs leading up to this moment. Whispers of conversations you weren't meant to hear. Letters, messages, or faces from the past, resurfacing unexpectedly. Your sister's demeanor shifts as if the burden is too heavy to hide any longer.